And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel. Welcome to Dice Tower. Today we're taking a look at Kimono from Hisashi Hayashi. This is a game, I've actually reviewed a version of this game before from Tasty Minstrel with a zoo theme, but this is basically the same game with some minor differences from Zoc. It's a game of where one person is going to be splitting stuff and then everyone's going to be choosing. How does it work? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's take a look. Everyone in the game is going to get 2 discs marked 1 and 2 of their color. One person is going to be chosen to be the master. They're going to get this token and this master card here. The cards are going to be split up into different piles of cards depending on the number of players. There's going to be 5 cards for the 5 different rounds. The rest of the cards can be placed here in the sack. Each round of the game, the master is going to take the cards and basically put them out without shuffling them or anything and put them in a group here. So players are trying to get these cards that are being placed out there. So what the master is going to do after he does it, he's going to split them into 2 groups at any point in the row. So he might say, okay, here is group 1 and this is group 2, and he'll mark both of those. So here's group 1 and here's group 2. Each player is going to be trying to pick one of the groups that they are going for. He then is going to add this card anywhere to any group in any position, so he could stick this one here. Each player is then going to secretly pick which group that they want. Now, if nobody picks a group, all the cards in that group go to the bin. They're out. If only one person picks a group, they get all the cards in that group. If multiple people pick a group, then all those people will put their markers by that group to show that they want that group. The master is then going to split that group into sections and then mark those 1 and 2, and you'll keep going. Now, if there's only one card in the group, at that point, then you can't split it, and each player will instead get a kimono. These are set off to the side, which are worth 5 points, if there's any of those left. And you're going to keep going till everyone gets all the different cards that are out there. This card here, whoever gets this card, is not only going to be the master in the next game, but they're also going to get any cards that are thrown into the bin. Now, there's also going to be various action cards that players can get as the game goes by, and when you get these, so for example, if you get this one here, this will become a copy of another card. This one here breaks along with 2 other cards. This one here is a lucky cat. You draw a random card from the deck and put it in your thing. There's also fire cards that are worth negative points. So players are trying to collect sets of these cards. And the way that these cards are going to work is you get points for them as long as you don't go above the number of ribbons. This number just shows you how many cards there are of this in the deck. So I can have 3 of these, and then that's going to be worth 6 points. If I go above that, so let's say I have 4 or more of these chopsticks, now they each become minus 1 point. And so this works with anything, including the kimonos. So you can see here that these are 5 points, but if I get 3 of them, now it's minus 3 rather than 10. You add your points together at the end of the game. There's going to be some cards that are just simply straight points. You don't need to worry about these. 4 points, 2 points. And whoever has the most points is the winner. The wooden pieces for the game are really nice. It's easy to tell if it's 1 or 2 different colors here. The card artwork, very clear, crisp, different colors, different objects. Tells you how many cards are in a deck, how many points, and how many you can have. Very easy to sort. Even the cards, you very quickly figure out what they do. You don't need to be looking that up all the time. The card quality could be better, but it's good enough, and everything fits very easily into the box, like this. Easy. Okay, so let's take a look here. Kimono is a really nice game. I think the theming of this and the look of it is better than the zoo one from Tasty Minstrel. And maybe it's just that I've played it more now. I'm getting to like this game a lot. It's definitely better with more players. So if we look at the stats in the box, it says 10 and older. Yeah, whatever. 3 to 6. 6, 5, 4, 3. I wouldn't even play this with 3. and 30 minutes, but it could be even faster than that depending on how long it takes people to play. It's a nice little filler game, and it's silly fun. Now, it's way fun to be the person who is splitting the groups into things. And then it's fun to try to talk it out. So we have 2 groups. Only one person goes for this group. That's exciting for that person. And everyone else is like, I can't believe I didn't go for that group. Now you got everything. Although getting everything isn't always great because sometimes you get more cards than you need. So that scoring mechanism is interesting. But sometimes you like, ooh, this break things. I want to break these items, which now puts me back into positive scoring. But that sometimes there's a small group and everyone's like, well, no one else will go for it, so I will. So 4 people end up trying to get this small group. And then the splitter, you can do fun things. There's a big group. 2 people are fighting for it. So you're like, all right, I'll split off a single card. Anyone want that one card or you want the other group? They both go for the bigger group. Great, little card gone. Split off another card. Anyone want that single card or the bigger group? Someone's like, you got to stop doing this. And then they both decide to go for the single card. Ha, 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 no one gets the big group. Stuff like that is just entertaining. And it's like I said, it's the most fun being the person who splits everything. But overall, I think that it's very clear. It's easy to get. It's easy to understand. It's the whole I split, not you choose. It's I split, we all choose. The fact that the splitter gets to play is also fun. You try to split something. This is what I want. Hopefully, though, it's not good enough that everybody else wants it. And, of course, you have this negotiation you're allowed to do with each other. It's not binding or anything, but I'm like, hey, I'm going for this group. No one else go for it. Of course, maybe I'm bluffing. I'm going for the other one. Who knows? Either way, it's an interesting, fun, fast style game and one that I like a lot. Kimono. Dice Tower Judgment approved!